and he's always ready.
Holy what the hell? This is a mark out moment, and I'm
Hey, red carpet ring. We are supreme. Got a good one today. We'll talk about how has Matt Cardona risen from the bottom to the top, the career documentary of Matt Cardona. Now, many as wrestling fans know, he became popular originally through the Zack Ryder character in WWE. We know him as a former Intercontinental champion, former United States champion, and former tag team champion. But we're going to talk about his career after WWE. Now, after his 15-year tenure with WWE, he was released due to budget cuts from the COVID-19 pandemic, which was April 15, 2020, in the 15-year stint with WWE. Now, since WWE has the non-complete 90-day clause, he did not appear on television again until July 29th, and this was on AEW Dynamite. Now, he had a limited appearance, and this is when he started appearing as Matt Cardona. That's the character he is, which is his real life name. Now, he made his debut on the July 29th episode of Dynamite. He also saved Cody Rhodes from attack from Alex Reynolds and John Silver of the Dark Order. Now, this was big. No one expected him to be there. There was speculation, but no one expected him to be there. But it was good to have him there. He made his in-ring debut on August 5th of Dynamite when he teamed with, Cody Rhodes. They had Matt Cardona and Cody versus Alex Reynolds and John Silver of the Dark Order. Now, this was a good tag match. Wasn't bad at all. It was a good way to see him for the first time outside of WWE. And they did defeat Reynolds and Silver. Now, also, he was at the All Out pay-per-view. He teamed with Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall, and Scorpio Sky in an 8-man tag match, defeating Mr. Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno, and Stu Grace of the Dark Order. Now, it ended up being his last match for AEW, as he stated that he was no longer under contract with AEW. However, that did not stop Mr. Matt Cardona. Now, after he left AEW, he appeared at the Impact Wrestling promotion. He debuted at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. He did face Ace Austin, but it was by disqualification. This was his debut match, and in the video you saw in the very beginning. Afterwards, he did start a feud with his former tag team partner, which was Brian Myers, aka Kurt Hawkins. And at the No Surrender event, he teamed up with Eddie Edwards. They did lose to Hernandez and Brian Myers. Now, that would not be the end of his feud with Brian Myers. The feud officially ended at the Slammiversary 2021 event. It was Brian Myers and Tennille Dashwood, also known as Emma from WWE. Now, it was a mixed gender tag match. He had a surprise partner. Who could it be? Ended up being, at the time, his real life fiance, now wife, Chelsea Green. Now, they had a good tag match there. And they were able to defeat Myers and Dashwood. They did win the match. Now, later on, he competed at the Bound for Glory Collier Shot Gauntlet match. He did not win, though. He lost to the winner, who he was runner-up to. He was runner-up to Moose, who ended up winning the event. Now, afterwards, he did compete at the Hard to Kill December 2nd. He he earned a shot against Moose, who became champion. It was at the Hard to Kill event at January 8th. It was a three-way match of Matt Cardona, Moose, and they know him as Big Bill. It's W. Morsley, but Big Bill. He did not win, though. He was unsuccessful in that. And that was the end of that feud. He did, though, compete against the Impact Digital Champion, Jordan Grace. Now, they had an episode of Impact on February 3rd to compete for that championship. And he did win the match. So this was his first championship win. It was the Digital Media Championship. As you can see, that was the first time he also turned heel in his career when he defeated Jordan Grace for the Digital Media Championship. Now, he did defeat her again in a rematch on the February 24th episode of Impact to retain his championship. Now, later on, he ended up re-teaming with Brian Myers as he turned heel, as they both attacked Big Bill with Chelsea Green beside him. They're known as the Major Players. They attacked Big Bill and threw him through a table. So that was good too. But this last match was at the Bound of Glory at October 7th event. He was in a Call Your Shot Gauntlet match again, but he did not win. And I think May of 2023, he confirmed he was done with Impact Wrestling. But once again, Matt Cardona does not stop. He is a machine. He did, however, debut in Game Changer Wrestling, known as GCW. He made his debut on June 6, 2021. He interfered in the championship match between Nick Gage and Lloyd for the GCW World Championship, but it did end in a no contest. Now, later on, he did earn a championship shot. This was at the GCW Homecoming. At the event, he did win the championship and become GCW World Champion. This was his first major world championship that he has won in his whole career since he's been wrestling. So this was a very big win for him. Also, I will show a small clip of that right now. So that was a big win. As you can see, that was throwing everything in the ring you could think of. As he was a heel, fans were not happy about him winning. Now, he did had one gimmick where he dressed up like Vince McMahon. He was dressed as the ECW World Champion to pay homage to Vince McMahon. But he did lose the championship to Jon Moxley on September 4th episode of the Art of War Games event for GCW. Now, the last match he had was when, again, him himself and Brian Myers reunited with Chelsea Green as the Major Players. They lost to X-Pac and Joey Janela in the main event. But, like I said, that does not end for Matt Cardona. He did, however, again, shortly after, he showed up on NWA, known as Natural Wrestling Alliance, when he debuted at Hard Times 2. He made his debut by attacking the NWA's World Heavyweight Championship champion at the time, Trevor Murdoch. And that was following his match against Mike Knox. So that was something. Now, later on, at the February 12th event of NWA Power Trip, he did win the NWA World Championship. He won that championship by defeating Trevor Murdoch. So this was the second time winning a world championship in a promotion. So that was big for him. Big win for him. That was NWA World title that many people have held, including Cody Rhodes, his father Dusty Rhodes, and many others. And this is a clip of that.
World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Cardona!
I cannot say no enough.
I am going to take NWA to new heights. I promise I'm going to save NWA. And most importantly, I promise to be the greatest NWA World Heavyweight Champion ever!
Now, he had a match against Nick Aldis for his championship at the night 2 of the Crockett Cup with Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee. He did retain the championship in that match, but however, this is when tragedy struck for him. He had to vacate the title at the June 11 Always Ready event because he had an injury. So he was no longer champion. However, he did return at the Hard Times 3 event, competing in the 3-way match for the championship. And he did not win, but Tyrus won. So he had another match shortly after at Nuff Said. He challenged Tyrus for the NWA World Championship, but he did not win the championship. And that was the end of him chasing the championship thus far. He is still with National Wrestling Alliance to this day in 2023. Now, he did debut in another promotion. This was DDT Pro Wrestling. He challenged Tetsuya Endo for the DDT Universal Championship match, and he did win that championship. He defeated him at the June 23rd Wrestle Peter Pan event. He defeated him to win that title. So once again, Matt Cardona has some more success. Not only was he only at DDT Pro Wrestling, he also worked with Major League Wrestling, where he did win a match in a no-holds-barred Kiss My Foot match. He defeated Mance Warner in that match. So Matt Cardona has major success outside of WWE. They say he is arguably the biggest independent wrestling star to this day. And he was crazy. He was released 3 years ago with WWE, and now he's one of the most successful people in independent scene, if not the most successful person. Now, it remains to be seen if will he return to WWE in the near future, as his real life wife Chelsea Green is with WWE as one half the women's tag team champions. It's only a matter of time when, but he has been, ever since Cody Rhodes, went to AEW and later WWE, he's been the most popular star since Cody. So he has great success since he's left WWE. He has not missed a beat. He's been on major shows, and he's been on many promotions, as you can see. He's even gained a reputation of doing the things that he can do in the ring, and he's been known as a belt collector. In this picture here, he has 7 championships. At one point, he had 8 championships. And the belt collector, that's something that the great Muta started. And I have a video regarding him. Is he the greatest New Japan wrestler ever? But Matt Cardona, he has definitely stepped his game up, and he has great success. And I only wish him more success as he continues to wrestle in the independent scene. So salute to Matt Cardona. And that's all I have regarding the subject of how has Matt Cardona risen from the bottom to the top. You guys let me know if you agree, disagree, or are you neutral on the whole thing of Matt Cardona and his rise, the career documentary of Matt Cardona. Soon 2 videos will pop up. 2 videos that will pop up will be how did Triple H become the King of Kings. Second video is how Triple H created and destroyed Evolution. Until then, it is OUT.